Obedient one. Watch him say, come here. Obedient one. Come here.
Oh.
So that's a macaw talking, Casey.
Yeah.
That's a macaw talking. It's my big macaw, my green macaw. Bujo, say.
Pretty colors.
Obedient one.
Yeah.
Come here. Good. Okay, now do you know this goes a singing macaw? All right, you said that once enough. Okay.
He sings.
Did you know this is a singing macaw?
No.
Sing, Moosey, sing. Can you name that song for a trip to Hawaii? Try it again, Big Bird. Sing, Moosey, sing. That was pretty good. Did you get
For
it?
a whole trip to Hawaii?
What is that song? What is that song? You are my sunshine.
Oh, okay.
There.
Now
Exactly.
it sounds like
With
it. Yeah, it's
It helps. It helps if I.
yeah, it kind of
Okay, all
prompt us
right.
along. Yeah,
Okay.
sunshine. You could have said sunshine.
Okay,
and,
here we go. Let's see now, Big Bird. Come on, Big Bird. Did you know that this is a big hummingbird? Did you know this is a hummingbird? 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 Did you know this is a hummingbird? Go, Big Bird. He's a hummer. He's a hummer. He's a hummer. Okay, now let's see. Big Bird, Big Bird, Big Bird. Here we go. Let's see. What's the next one, Big Bird? Oh, when I retire from state government, I'm going to rest.
Oh, sure you are. Going to retire, that is.
When I retire from state government, I'm going to rest. Right, Big Bird. Okay. Let's see. Well, let me do one more here. Come on, Big Bird. No, don't bite me. Don't bite me. Well, what's this? Casey, what's this? This is hanging around with Bujo. That's what we're doing. This is hanging around with Bujo.
Bird on a wire, you know.
And then what's that?
We're holding the bird? No.
That's a bird in the hands worth two in the bush.
Oh.
Of course, you knew that one, didn't you?
No.
Okay. Okay.
You
And
got
then
me just guessing that.
Barack Obama was elected president of the United States, and Barack Obama, what would you do? Salute. He's really hitting his marks, isn't he?
Oh, he is.
Joe Biden was elected vice president of Joe Biden, what would you do? Salute.
The one wing comes up. It's cute.
Both KC and Norma Hammond are here, what do you do? Salute.
Salute. Absolutely.
No, don't bite me, don't bite me, don't bite me. Don't you bite. Okay. That was cool, huh?
He stuck his tongue out at you. I hope you know that. Yeah, he did.
I'm plugging myself in. Okay. Go bird, go bird. Now that guy gets to perform every month for the impatiens, and they're pampered impatiens, I think.
Yes.
Because they get to see my big green wing and my little African gray and my little kite perform.
Cool.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
It is.
It's kind of
You
cool.
could have come out to our Christmas party.
I would love to. Invite me sometime. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I say that coping skills, I'm moving right along here. Sometimes it goes like the sows, and sometimes all it takes is to put in your time away for the break. Coping skills are those things that we do to help ourselves. Coping skills, right?
Absolutely.
We may do groups on coping skills. I like to write for the newsletter, ride my bike, do good hard exercise, ride my bike, do comedy. I like to still do stand-up like you saw me do at the beginning of the show a little bit. Talk to my parrots, and my parrots talk back, right, Big Buddha? And I like to watch TV some, too. Casey, what are some of your coping skills?
Well, lately I have been doing some exercise. I have a mountain that's right by where I live, and I've been climbing it slowly. And I was talking to my therapist today, and he said, well, those are the positive endorphins. Keep it up. And other coping skills actually are working with other people who have mental health disorders. I volunteer for the Depression and Bipolar Support Alliance group in Carson City at the psychiatric hospital there. And that kind of helps me get out of myself. I think anything that helps me get out of myself is helpful. So, and I think it's helpful for the clients. For example, we have a lot of groups, and the clients can kind of share in a group what's going on with their lives. We do check-ins, and they feel very supported. So I get a lot out of that reflected supportedness.
Yeah, I think that's why I feel like these are very fulfilling jobs, because you get to give back to the people that that gave to you, and I mean you get to give back to the system, and I think that feels really good.
Oh, it
it's
does.
kind of an open, closed kind of a thing. I think it's very helpful. Well, let's see now. We all put in 40-hour weeks.
Oh yeah, we
Plus.
do.
We all put in 40-hour weeks plus. And as I said at the top of the show, you guys, I think, are rugged individuals.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have our
As
little
well
moments.
as tall Western strangers. So anyway,
Wait, I don't have my boots
for
on.
me, through your work day, what's some of your tough decisions that you have to make? Some of your tough decisions, like for me, my tough decision today was in a group trying to get people from being too close together, from pushing on each other. I can't go into too much detail, but what are some of your tough decisions, Norma?
Oh gosh,
What are some of
it's
this is what we asked. They asked me as a commander in the Army too. They asked me, what are the tough decisions you have to make during the day?
what's for lunch? No.
Well,
That's a tough one.
It's
Lunch.
it's a Fish Friday every Friday, I think. But
the tough decisions that sometimes we have is basically like what you were saying, keeping the clients. Sometimes they have to be apart. They can't sit together, or they maybe get very boisterous and very,
that's
very aggressive.
we
and
have a tough clientele.
we
Yeah.
do.
have a
Very
tough-
challenging.
But they have to put up with us too, so it's kind of a two-way street, because sometimes we can be just as tough, and even though we're understanding because we've been on both sides of the glass, we still sometimes have to be a little tough with them and say this is the way
This
it is.
is the way it is. Yeah, exactly.
So, but that's probably the biggest problem. And that's not really a problem. It's just, trying to get everybody to kind of commingle, so, to get along together and be nice.
And participate in their therapy.
Oh, definitely.
and
That's the
hopefully
biggie.
participation, because there's a time to cry, there's a time to laugh, there's a time to, and we see it all.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
We're in a
Every group.
behavioral fishbowl, I think,
Yes.
and that we see it all.
And
know,
you
and
have
so-
to be, we need to be strong, because they start crying, and then you start crying, and then everybody else starts crying, and it's
Yeah.
like a domino effect. But it's okay to show emotions too. That yes,
And I think one of the things that is always a question for me is how much self-disclosure is appropriate. And if there's a lull in the storm, sometimes a little self-disclosure kind of brings the group together and makes them realize, hey, I'm one of you guys too. And I was in a group this afternoon that kind of was helpful, kind of brought the group together.
Yeah, because that's the way I feel too, that self-disclosure kind of helps to make them see, help them to see, not make them see. I can't make them see anything.
Oh, come
I
on.
can help them to say, see it.
it's time to watch us.
To see, to take their meds, to see that there is a time to cry and a time to laugh and a time to share and a time to let other people share.
Yes.
So
Yes.
because there's some people can be very intrusive and monopolize the group, and you
Yeah.
got to kind of
Yeah.
control the. That's what we're getting to. This last question is about support groups, because Casey, what do you think of the elements of a support group that we're going to learn about in the NAMI Connections group?
Oh, I think it's really important for people to understand that we're all people, like Norma said, and that we each have our own disability, but we have a camaraderie as well. And we support them, they support us, and we also in turn support the professional staff, the therapists, the service coordinators, the nurses, the doctors, in being able to translate sometimes what the client's viewpoint might be, and so
Advocate for them. Yeah.
and so supporting, for example, through NAMI, we support people and they support us. It's a shared thing. I think it's a real challenge sometimes to be there with people, because it draws a lot out one's own self. You have to put yourself on the line. Like the first question you asked me, what was my dark moment?
Yeah.
Was I willing to share that?
And you did. You were very bold, and I congratulate you for that. On television in front of 29 bazillion people and everything.
29 gazillion?
Oh, okay, I take all that back.
There may be a few thousand watching, but
yeah,
we'll see.
3 in the morning.
No, it's on at 7 o'clock. We're watching tonight at 7:25 on SynCat, and I'll do a community check here, and 7:25 on Thursday night on SynCat on channel 16.
Okay.
So, 216 if you're on your but and then I don't know. It airs in Cat 10 too.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
Do you get Cat
channel
10? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah.
you've seen the show.
I've seen the show before several times, and plus you're
like to
writing
watch
in the journal. It's very fascinating.
Okay, let's see. Casey, for us city folk,
Uh-huh.
what's it like working in the rurals, where suicide is king?
Boy,
It's tough.
in our county, Douglas County, we have the highest suicide rate in the state
And probably in the nation.
and in the nation. Yes.
Probably in the nation.
We
I'm guessing this because I know that yours is the highest, your Douglas County is the highest, and Nevada's number 2. So go figure, if Douglas County pulls Nevada to that level, then
yeah,
it's
where
got
are
to
we?
be the worst.
Oh yeah, and yet
So-
it's a very affluent community, a very middle-class community. We have people in all spectrums, really, and suicide doesn't discriminate.
Well,
People from all walks of life.
And I think too with Douglas, I lived out there, I worked there, and it's a lot of it is farmland, and they're out. So far, they don't think that they can reach people or people can reach them, and the only way out is they have a suicide.
Isolation
They isolate,
factor. The isolation
and
factor.
a lot of it is
spirituality and religion. Do you think that helps people?
Definitely.
I mean, because I don't
Yes.
know how spiritual you are. Can you?
Very.
Does spirituality help? I think?
It's a
It
real
helps
strength.
me. That's something that we don't, discuss with our clients unless they bring it up and they talk about it, and then we listen. But I thank God every day that I'm here, and I thank Him every day that I have a job to go to,
Absolutely.
and friends, and that He gives me, So
In a group I was in this afternoon, we talked about spirituality, and the group was very cohesive. It was a co-occurring disorders group, and we all felt the strength of our higher power, as we called it in the group, and that had helped us get through our co-occurring disorders, which was an addiction on one side and a mental illness on the other. And I was able to self-disclose that I have a co-occurring disorder also, and that seemed to coalesce the group, and people seemed to be more willing to share.
That's a rallying point. I think once again you're getting to that strength that if the leader shares, then it makes everybody kind of rally around you.
Yeah, I'm a co-leader. I have to.
Co-leader. Well,
Yeah.
okay.
I have to be honest about
But
that.
that's the way it is. So.
yeah, people. I don't do groups anymore. I used to do quite a few, but now we have the counselors are doing them, service coordinators as well and so forth. So, but I still get to work with the clients, and that's cool.
Yeah, we have about 17 groups in our center, so I get to be in a lot of groups. I love it.
I'm just an ordinary person.
Thank you.
I'm erasing the stigma of who you think I am. I'm erasing the stigma of who you think I am. I'm erasing the stigma of who you think I am. I'm just an ordinary person.